Hi family, God bless you in Jesus' mighty name. Welcome back to my channel. My name is MJ, where we'll talk all things autism. Hope everyone is having a happy, great new year and all continues to go well for you and your kiddos. Today, I want to talk about 6 things we can do to support our autistic children. See, family, things are really, difficult, especially for our kids, so naturally navigating life for our kiddos can be very tough. But for children on the spectrum, it's even a harder journey, So today I just want to kind of give a few guidelines or things that could kind of help our kiddos in situations where not only socially but emotionally, in order for them to kind of feel included. Okay, so our first one is that I want to talk about is to provide a safe space for our kiddos to talk. Now, kiddos on the spectrum frequently have sensitivity to sensory stimulation. This can then make them feel overwhelmed in social situations, making it difficult for them to make friends. We know that's one of the biggest difficulties that a lot of our kiddos face. Number 2, you can help them find their passions. Now, this one can it might just come out as a surprise where all of a sudden you see your kid playing a musical instrument or being into puzzles or, being great at playing video games, but finding that way for them to feel included in the things, not only for the family, but also at school, which I think is the most important part. Number 3, we need to help them build their self-confidence. We need to celebrate the big and the small moments of accomplishment. So it's important for them to feel loved or know that they're doing a great job, which in turn, I think will make them see that, as we praise them for positive things, it's okay for us to grow in things that are still something they're working on. The next one is to set small attainable goals. Now, naturally, most parents already know we cannot put so much pressure on our kiddos because then there's a tendency of maybe like an outburst that might occur. So we need to come up with doable goals that our children can benefit from regardless of where they are on the spectrum. So by talking to them and learning what they want to accomplish, we'll be able to know how to set those goals for them. Now, for our non-verbal kiddos, this goes back to finding their passions and knowing how to incorporate that in their daily living. Next, we can help them develop social skills. Now, every child needs social skills, but children on the autism spectrum need them even more. So now how can we help them in this? We can maybe limit their screen time and create opportunities for them to interact with others. Now, I know this one is very tough because this one I think is also extremely hard for Jayson. Which is why I think I love the school he's going to and that integrative program that he's in, because the teachers and the paraeducator create every opportunity for these kids to interact with one another, whether through taking turns and them talking about their weekend in small circle. But it's just so good to just see that they go further above to make sure that these kids have that chance to communicate, to see that there's somebody else next to them, to see that yes, it's good to interact. Lastly, let's not be afraid to set boundaries. We need to make sure that our children are incorporating excellent activities throughout their day. Of course, not forcing the children to think that you need to put them in an awkward position for them to have to socialize. Remember, some of our kiddos, especially our nonverbal kiddos, if they can go a whole day without talking, they would. So now it's just knowing that, okay, I'm not going to push my kiddo if, they don't feel like talking, or if they're having a hard time, making friends, keeping friends, interacting with people. So of course, boundaries would be good. And then of course, one thing to kind of get them involved in things like, at home is let's not be afraid to ask our children for help if we need it. Like one thing that I realized during our winter break was if I was in the kitchen, Jayson has a tendency of wanting to come in there to find out what I'm doing. And the funny thing is that I'll always be like, do you want to help me put the spaghetti in water? So those kind of things, just getting him involved in things. And I know family that every family will be different, but let us try to meet our kiddos where they are and we shall see them blossom. Until my next video, remember Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore.